Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video is going to be my lip injection experience video. Loads of people have asked me if I'm going to be doing this, and to be honest, I was supposed to film this ages ago, and I did film this video ages ago, but I never uploaded it because I left loads of information out and things like that. So I just thought I'm going to film it again and finally get around to filming it. So let's begin. So I wanted to get my lips filled because I felt like my top lip was quite small, and when I smiled it was even smaller. Anyway, I just wanted big lips. I'm not going to sit here and try and make it sound like something it's not. I just wanted bigger lips, and I definitely wanted a little bit more of a 3D look on the side profile. So yeah, I just wanted bigger lips. I mean, pretty much the same as everyone does. Obviously you don't have to. Obviously with lip injections it's not just like getting bigger lips. You can get like lip shape corrected and more definition. It's not always just like big lips. So moving on to what I had done. So I chose to have 1.1ml of Juvederm Ultra, I think it was called. I didn't want to get half a mil because go hard or go home, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to get half a mil because I just feel like it wouldn't really make much of a difference, and like, you know, I'm in there going through the pain, I might as well get 1 mil. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why they call it 1.1 mil. I guess that's just the size the Juvederm comes in, because none of the other products say 1.1. I've heard that Juvederm's the most, like, the best for your lips because it's less prone to getting lumps and bumps when it's in your lips and things like that, and less prone to bruising. I don't know, I just wanted the best thing going into my lips, so that's why I chose Juvederm. I did look at the others and I didn't think there was anything wrong with them, but in the end I just went for Juvederm. That's what the lady told me on the phone that I should go with as well when I rang up the clinic, so that's what I booked in to have. And yeah, moving on to when I got, like, the day I got them done. I did vlog it, which I'll leave the link for the vlog down below, but I got them done February, like the second week of February, and it's now the second week of May. Okay, I took ages to film this video, but that's about 4 months. It's about 3 months. They've obviously healed ages ago. I definitely still have the same amount of filler left in my lips. I don't feel like it's gone at all. When we first got there, so when you first go, you have to fill out obviously a consultation form to say your medical history or where you live, etc., or just for their insurance purposes, which makes sense. And then after that I went down to the room where they do the injections, and yeah, and then the man put loads of numbing cream around my mouth, which started to work so quickly. I was shocked at how well that worked and how quick it worked. If you've ever had a dental block injection at the dentist, then that's exactly what it feels like. It feels exactly the same, even though it's not inside your mouth. It's really hard to explain, but you just feel like you can't feel this part of your face. So that started working for like 15, I think we sat there for like 10 or 15 minutes whilst he was getting everything ready, and just while that was like starting to work, he was obviously then ready to use the injections. So he started here on the bottom lip. Yeah, he started on the bottom lip, he started here, and then just worked his way around the injections. And I don't know why, but I thought, before I went in, I thought that like they literally just do like 1, 2, 3 and then you're done, but you're literally, I was there for ages. He was injecting tiny bits here, and obviously that makes sense looking back at it now, but I wasn't prepared for that at all. And to be honest, I did feel the pain. I think it was more because I was very nervous and I didn't know what to expect. I think if I went now and got them done, I wouldn't think the pain's that bad. Honestly, it's exactly what it feels like. If you can imagine what an injection feels like going into your lip, then that is exactly what it feels like. It's not the most painful thing I've ever been through, but it's not like a comfortable pain, if that makes sense. I was very happy when it was over. That's what I'm trying to say. I actually do remember laying there thinking, when is this going to be done? I think I asked him how long have we got left, because the pain was a little bit uncomfortable. So then he went on to the top lip and he just basically did the same kind of pattern as he followed on the bottom lip. And I do remember the most painful injection probably being in the middle. Yeah, being in the middle, and maybe on the sides. I don't know why, because obviously when he injects down here, that was pretty painful. But so that's that for the pain. It's not the end of the world. It's definitely not something to stop you getting them done. I wouldn't not get them done just because of the pain, if that makes sense. By the way, if you're wondering why we're in this setting, it's because I've just filmed my clothing try on haul from Missguided. I had to squeeze like a little banana thing as well to kind of like, and that really helped. I'd say like the initial process of like the first injection all the way to the last injection took about 10 minutes, and I honestly thought it was going to take like 3 or 4 minutes. So I was kind of shocked how long that lasted. But anyway, I was fine. I came out the other end. Obviously as soon as you're finished it doesn't hurt, so it's not like long lasting pain or anything like that. I think I paid £230. Yeah, but that's including my deposit that I paid as well, which I think is like the average price for really for around where I live. And obviously it's Juvederm, so it's the most expensive, 1.1ml, which is the most expensive dose you can get, so it kind of makes sense that I paid £230. Obviously you can get a cheaper brand and pay less, but anyway. And then when I went up to pay to the till, there was a mirror behind the till, and and he had shown me in the mirror downstairs, but it wasn't like, I didn't look at myself for ages or something, anything like that, because it's kind of awkward. But then when I went upstairs and I saw my lips in the mirror, I was in shock. I was just like, they look horrendous. I was just in shock. And I know, and obviously I've watched these videos loads of times before I got my lips done, and everyone was saying they get big, blah blah blah, and I was thinking, no, like, I'll be fine. I'm not like easily shocked, especially with like things like that. If my lips look really big, I'm not asked about it, do you know what I mean? I don't really care. But oh my god, I really wasn't expecting to see what I saw. I looked like surgery had gone wrong on me, do you know what I mean? Like, I was embarrassed to walk down the street. I thought people was looking at me thinking like she's had some dodgy job done on her lips. And then we went to McDonald's after that, and I couldn't even drink through a straw. It's worth mentioning that because I feel like no one really talks about that. Afterwards your lips are quite tender and sore, and they were for about 2 weeks afterwards. Not to the point where I couldn't eat or anything like that. I mean, the first day was pretty difficult, but after that it was absolutely fine. But it was the straw, like this motion, it was really hard to do. And I went home, and obviously they were very bruised. My bruising was very severe, I would say. The other videos that I've seen of girls having their lips done and pictures, I've honestly never seen anyone with bruising like I had. The bruising was extremely severe, extremely severe. I was actually really shocked at how bad my bruising was. I even had bruising like all the way up here somehow, and you can kind of see that in my vlogs back then. Like, I had like a green tinge around my lips where the bruising was, and I couldn't even manage to cover that with foundation. Not that I really cared or bothered to anyway, but it was just something to know. People say you can go back to work the same day, but I honestly wouldn't. So if I got them done now, I'd make sure I'd have at least 3 or 4 days of no important events, like no work, no parties, no weddings, definitely no weddings. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't go out of the house, definitely not, but I'm just saying, be prepared. First I was very bad, and I was a little bit annoyed. I was kind of like, I was just a little bit like apprehensive about that. And that's quite strange for me. Normally I'm not like that. As I said, I'm not really like, you know, bothered about things like that. But for the first time I was kind of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have got this done. I don't know. I was just very shocked. So the second day they were even worse than the first day, I'd say. They were huge. The bruising looked so sore, and the bruises were black. And they just look so sore. I have got some pictures, so I'll try and insert them. Yeah, day 3, the swelling had gone down. So the lips weren't absolutely huge, but the bruising hadn't, and the bruises were obviously still there. Bruising obviously takes a lot longer to go. Bruising is caused by like damage to your blood vessels, so they've got to repair and blah blah blah. And it does make sense that you bruise, because if you're being injected into your lips where there's blood vessels, is that how it works? I don't know, but anyway, there's damage there. There's damage that's been done. So I don't know if it's normal that I bruise, because some girls don't bruise at all, and I'm just confused. If you know anything about that, let me know, because I don't even know if that was normal. Okay, so the third day I actually had to leave the house. I had to go out for dinner with James because it was Valentine's Day or something like that. Yeah, it was Valentine's Day. So I had to obviously go out for dinner, and I think what I did, so I had I had very severe bruising. The swelling had gone down quite a bit, but to the point where it was like, okay, that girl's just got big lips, not like a really, really like severe allergic reaction. I put foundation over my lips, and then I lined my lips as I normally would, and then I put 2 coats of liquid lipstick on, and that really helped hide the bruising. Like, you couldn't see it actually, to be fair. I've got some pictures of my lips that day as well with lipstick on, so I'll try and insert them. That was on Valentine's Day, and I don't know, that day when I went out for Valentine's Day, I really did like my lips, and to be honest, I'm not even gonna lie, I liked the size that they were then. Even though they were a little bit big for some people's taste, I probably would choose to have them that size. Without makeup, I feel like they look a lot bigger. When you wear makeup, your lips look big anyway from the lipstick and the lip liner, but when obviously you have no makeup on, your lips are their natural size, and that's why when you don't wear makeup, your lips they definitely looked bigger when I took my makeup off. I really liked my lips that day, and I was very happy at that point with my lips. The next day was even better. They went down slightly, and I just kind of thought, this is the size I wanted to stay at. Like day 4, day 5, I was like, I love this size. I want them to stay at this size, and obviously they didn't. They went down, and now they're this size. I'd say that the bruising was probably the worst thing throughout the whole process for me, because it just was really hard to hide, and I don't always go out without makeup on. So I had to go take Bonnie to the hairdressers, and I had to put on a full face of makeup because it would look weird just wearing lipstick, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like an issue for me, and that's just something I would say. I mean, that would never stop me getting my lips done, the bruising, but yeah, the bruising was very severe for me. The swelling, I'd say, was normal for me, although it was very extreme. I wouldn't say it's severe because it didn't last for days or anything like that, but it was very extreme. I really like the size they are now. I'm not gonna lie, I probably will get them topped up relatively soon, just because, why not? I feel like once you get them done, if you like them like I did, you probably won't leave it now. Like, you'll probably get them done until you fed up of it. I feel like you've got to kind of keep up the appearance, and that's another thing. Obviously it's going to cost money to keep it up, and once you get one thing done, I feel like you want loads of other things done as well. I feel like they've really, really changed my side profile. I just like the way they look fuller, and in the front as well. If you're thinking about getting them done, I definitely would recommend just look up who you're going to. There's like this misconception that people who inject lip injections need to be doctors, and they actually don't. Or not in the UK, they don't have to be doctors. They have to be doctors if they're injecting Botox, because that's like a prescribed medicine. They don't have to be doctors, not at the moment anyway. I think the law might be changing, but don't let that put you off. It doesn't mean that they're not good at what they do. So, but obviously do the research on the place that you're going to, check their reviews and their pictures, make sure their pictures are legit as well. There's loads of really, really good places out there. One thing to look out for, if their prices are really low, like considerably lower than other people in your area, then that's probably not a good sign. But it's really tempting to go with someone that's cheap because of how expensive it is to get them done. Just don't, it's not worth it. I don't know, they're cheap for a reason is always what I remember to say, unless you obviously live like in the middle of nowhere and everything's cheap. Just do your research, blah blah blah. Everyone says that in their videos, and you know what to do. But like, if you want to get your lips done, you just got to get them done. Do you know what I mean? Don't worry about what other people are saying. Don't worry, just don't worry. Just got to do what you want to do. It's completely your decision, no one else's, and to be honest, you've got to live with your lips for the rest of your life. Why not make them look the way you want them to look? It goes for anything as well, like not just lips. Like if you want to get a nose job, get a nose job. I think I spoke enough. I hope I've covered everything. I feel like I've probably missed some things out, but if I have, just leave me a comment in the what's it called? Just leave me a comment down below, and I will reply to you. I'll reply to everyone. Or if you want to message me on Instagram, feel free to do so. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!